the podcast, Too Much Juice the podcast, where we talk about God, Father Yahweh, and Father Yahweh only. Hope you all having a blessed, peaceful day out there today. Hope everything is going well for you all. I hope you all have woke up to prayer and repenting for any sins and rebuking any demonic dreams that you have had. You know, and hopefully y'all had blessed dreams and you didn't have any demonic dreams. But if you do have any demonic dreams, hopefully you are rebuking them and counseling them out so that they won't manifest in the physical. So as I told y'all before, to counsel the dreams in the spiritual and counsel the dreams in the physical. Um, what I wanted to talk to y'all about today was, you know, it's like as we continue on this road of glory with God and living for God and doing what He wants us to do, it's gonna be a lot of people out there that's gonna try to stop you and slow you down because they don't like what you're doing, you know, and because they feel you know a sense of pride in them, or they feel that they know God more than you, or either they don't know God at all and they feel like your God, our God is fake. However they feel, you're gonna face these type of people, and I don't understand, you know if we all were living for God and working for God, why would someone of God, you know, think that they're better than the next person? You know, why would someone that's not a God think they're better than someone who is of a God, who do live for God and is of God? You know, we have those type of people out here, and they seem like they got all the information about life, and as if they are our creator, as if they're Father Yahweh, as if they created us and they created themselves, instead of it's a certain way of how you approach things with people, and it's certain ways that you don't approach things with people, like if we see our brothers and sisters, wrong in a situation, it's a way of correcting them, and it's a wrong way of correcting them, you know. But it's all about how we go about doing it, because you got to make sure you're doing it out of love and not out of hate, not out of a demonic way, because you got people, they will come against you as if you wrong for what you're doing, or you know what I'm saying, like they may feel like you wrong for what you have said or what you have taught or what you know what I'm saying. You're gonna have these people, and I'm just here to say, don't let them pull you down. Keep doing what you're doing. We all progressing in what we do. We all living for God. You know what I'm saying? It's not even easy to come to God. When you've been called by God, it's not easy at all. Because it's a whole different lifestyle. It's a whole different person that you're becoming. You changing your whole personality. You change your whole character, as we talked about. So it's like your old ways may have wanted to approach this person, what I'm saying, a certain way, but you change, and you change for the better. So, you know, honor God by not going, what I'm saying, to the full extent on someone else. What I'm saying? When they attack you, I come for you, just do it, what I'm saying, talk to them out of love and peace. What I'm saying, the way God wants us to talk to them, because they would try to get you out of what I'm saying, your character of what God has created for you. And those type of people are dangerous, what I'm saying, for us. So we have to make sure that when those type of people come around, what I'm saying, we're approaching the situation the right way. What I'm saying, because they got a bad spirit in them that haven't been, what I'm saying, cleaned out yet. And we understand, So the thing about God is, we got to be humble in everything that we do. What I'm saying? We hear before we speak. We humble, what I'm saying, while we listening to them, we stand humble. We don't speak over them, we don't attack them or make them feel some way, because that's what they do to us. That's what a demonic person would do to you. They want you to feel wrong. They want you to feel like they right. They want to feel like they superior over you, like they God over you. You know, they want you to feel weak inside. They want you to feel like the knowledge that you have no knowledge. You know what I'm saying? They want you to feel like you got no power. it's so many things of what they trying to do to you and assassinate your character or what God has created for you and ordained for you. You know, and you can't let those type of people come to you and get into your mind, get into your ear. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what Satan tried to do. That's the character of Satan. You know what I'm saying? That's a demonic child. That's Satan child. You know, as we walk through this life, Jesus told us, as we have read already in the last podcast, one of the last podcasts and songs when I went over John, which I where Yeshua has told us. He told us, you know what I'm saying? He warned us of what will come towards us, who will hate us, who will be against us. You know what I'm saying? If you're not correcting me the right way through the Bible, or correcting anyone the right way through the Bible, you're not their brethren. You know, you're not doing it out of love. You're doing it for your own well-being, for your own good, to make you feel good inside. You're not doing it for them. You know, I face people all the time that come against me with certain stuff that they don't believe. Hey, it's whatever. If you don't believe what I'm saying, then go to God about it. You can't come attack me about no situation that of how you feel about what I said. How what I'm saying, God allowed me to deliver His word. I'm only doing what God allowed me to do. That's why I tell y'all, go to the Bible and I read from there, and sometimes I just come on and talk to y'all. But at the end of the day, people going, you know what I'm saying? That's what they did to Yeshua in the Bible anyways. The Pharisees, anytime Yeshua came to the temple, came, you know what I'm saying, around, what they did, they attacked him. They tried to make the people think that he was wrong and they was right, you know what I'm saying, to assassinate his character so nobody would like him, so everybody would hate him. You know, those are the type of people we're gonna face. You know what I'm saying? Even when Moses went to I think it was Pharaoh, and he told Pharaoh, you know what I'm saying, this what need to happen. You need to free my people. And what Pharaoh did, I'm not freeing nothing. I'm the king around here. And then what Moses told him, well, my God is this and that. Tell him about God. He didn't believe in, you know what I'm saying, Moses' God. He didn't think that Moses had a God. He believed that he was, you know what I'm saying, God. He believed that he was the king over the people them. He believed that the land was his. He believed, you know what I'm saying? You have those type of people that's gonna come against you, man. And all we could do is what Psalms 119 told us: stay faithful in the word of God, no matter what happens, no matter who comes against you, no matter what you're going through in life. Because at the end of the day, God is the only one that got us, and that's gonna carry us out of our situation. You know, the world is full of more evil people than what I'm saying, righteous children of God. And another thing I don't understand is, okay, if a person is actually, let's say a person, if I see a person actually trying to come to God, or actually living for God, I'm not going to attack them, you know what I'm saying, on what they're doing, because we all know we all could be wrong at times. You know what I'm saying? We all could be wrong at times, but at the same time, we all could be right. So it just depends on, you know what I'm saying, what it is. But it's a process, as we all know. We all didn't come when we all started with God, we didn't have the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? We was wrong. So we was born in this world to all automatically think wrong about life because we wasn't taught the true life. So there's no problem with being wrong, you know what I'm saying, and going through the process to be right. There's nothing wrong with that. But you got people that's acting like, you're supposed to be like you're supposed to be perfect, you know what I'm saying? On every level. Like they God or something. You know what I'm saying? We all working to perfection to, you know what I'm saying, change our personality, our characteristics for God, and become, you know what I'm saying, the image of God. But you got people that just, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to, I'm trying to explain to y'all the best way I can. But you got people that just like, you can't make no mistakes type of thing. Like you can't make no mistakes when it comes to the word of God or whatever. And I don't feel like I made no mistakes, but I'm just saying, like, some people, they make their mistakes, man. It's like, it's life. It's part of life. It's part of growth. You know what I'm saying? We all grew up in the world making mistakes. You know what I'm saying? And those of us who now coming to God, we now fixing those mistakes that we have, you know what I'm saying, built up in our life, you know what I'm saying, because we didn't know right from wrong, you know, and that's just part of life, you know what I'm saying. Even when God had flooded the flooded the earth in Noah days, what happened? You know what happened? God repented because he felt bad for what he did, but the people was wrong, you know. They was wrong for what they did, you know what I'm saying? And he God thinking like, what's wrong with trusting in what I have created y'all to do? What's wrong with, you know what I'm saying? Why y'all living so wild? Why y'all believing in other gods? You know? So God had to correct them. You know what I'm saying? And his correction at the time was to get rid of them because it was that bad. You know, and as in nowadays, so is today. So, you know, we living in a world that is full of bad. You know what I'm saying? Bad is good and good is bad on this earth right now, which is said in the Bible. So it's like I feel like people should be happy that other people are trying to come to God, you know what I'm saying, are trying to live for God instead of being so harsh on them. You know, it's a righteous judgment and then it's a worldly judgment. You know what I'm saying? A righteous judgment is when you judge the person from the inside. You know what I'm saying? You judge them from their heart, the characteristic from their heart, from the inside of them. You know what I'm saying? Who they are on the inside. And the worldly judgment is when you judge a person on their appearance from the outside. You know? And we still have people judging from the outside that they feel like, you know what I'm saying, certain people can't speak the word of God because of how they look, because of the way they talk, because of, you know what I'm saying, anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, where's the love in this world? There's no love on this earth. There's no love in this world. You know what I'm saying? Which we all should know by now, which is what Yeshua was warning us about. So those type of people gonna come for us, you know, and I'm warning each and every one of y'all about those type of people because they're around us. These demons, these demonic people, these wicked people, these bad spirits are around us. You know what I'm saying? You know, if people not saved to God and don't live for God and God don't it's not in their life, then these spirits can jump into these people at any moment, any second. You know what I'm saying? These the things that we can't see. These the things that, you know what I'm saying, you can't protect yourself from, only God can. And so since they're not saved by God and they haven't get God their free will, then these demons can jump on these people at any moment because they don't know how to counsel the demons, you know, and then some of them not even aware of the demons. You know what I'm saying? They just think about the demons that they show in movies. You know what I'm saying? That's it. They think that's how the demons look. You know what I'm saying? They don't know that it's spiritual demons. So people people gotta really find love, man. It's literally no love on this earth. You know what I'm saying? It's literally no love on this earth. And as you grow up in life, you're gonna see. Like if you don't see now, you may think people love you, but they'll show you how wicked they is. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you judge people. We judge people as God children. We judge people from the inside. We judge them on the fruits that they bear, on their characteristics, on their personality towards us, on how we see them from the inside, not how we see them from the outside. You can see somebody, you know what I'm saying, look nice, dressed nice, wore all white, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, wear something real, real nice and look real rich and nice and fancy, but they got a bad heart, they got a bad spirit on the inside, you know. But you just looking at them on the outside, like, oh, that person look nice, they dress beautiful, they look nice, everything, but on the inside they wicked, you know. So that's how we judging, you know. And I don't understand how anybody of God could be wicked or called demonic or called anything bad when the fruits of them are good, you know. So it's just, you know what I'm saying, it's just crazy, man. You know, I don't take anything personally from anybody, you know. Like back then I used to because, you know, I was of the world, but it still didn't bother me. I always been like humble, real humble, you know, and like laid back. But it's like none of this stuff really bothers me because I don't care, because I know what I'm living for. I know what I'm living my life for. I know who has my life, and I know where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? Us children of God, we don't die. You know what I'm saying? We do not die. We live eternally. So death has already been conquered by Yeshua. You know what I'm saying? So we don't speak death. You know, we don't speak demonic things to people. We don't speak death into people's life. You know, we don't speak to kill people's spirit. We don't speak to kill. We don't even physically kill. You know, we don't do any of that. We don't use weapons. We don't need none of that. You know what I'm saying? We have the Almighty God, Yahweh, the only one and true God. You know, so for those people who like, oh, when I die, I'm going to heaven. No, we don't die. We don't die. We live eternally. That's what we living for God for, to live eternal. You know, there's no dying. Only people that's dying are the wicked. They dying daily, every day. You know what I'm saying? Their spirit dying daily. This body that we in, this flesh, it means nothing. It's just here. This flesh don't go with us. You know what I'm saying? We live in the spirit, man. Our soul. It's what we got. You know what I'm saying? So daily, people judge you judge you worldly on your appearance, and don't even understand that this coating that you got on your body, the color that you got on your skin, it means nothing, man. It literally don't means nothing. You know, it's about the inside. That's what God dwells at, on the inside of us, not temple. That's where He dwells. That's where He at. That's where the L in us is at. You know, the L in me is the L in you. And when the L in me speaks to the L in you, if you are of God, it will relate. You know, it will relate. When I speak the words of God, you will relate, because God say His sheep know His words. We know His words. His children know His words, because God is His words. So if we children of God, we must know His words. That's why I say read the Bible each and every day, every time you can, man, because that's the only way you're gonna grow to know God, and build yourself into the image of God, because that's the only way you're gonna gain your power. That's the only way God gonna help you out, man. You know, like, so these demonic people, so wicked inside, they mad because you doing what you're supposed to do, and they can't do it. You know what I'm saying? When a person can't do something, they get mad. They get mad, boy. You know what I'm saying? We all can't do everything, but I know one thing: we all can live for God. You just got to try yourself. Some people don't like to try; they just want to try to bully you down. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody bully y'all down, man. These spirits gonna try to bully you down. These people, you know what I'm saying? They gonna try to bully you down, man, just because they don't love themselves. I mean, you can't obviously love yourself if you don't love God. You know what I'm saying? You can't. You can't, man. That's why I say it's not much love on this earth, because it's few of us and many of them. Excuse me. It's few of us and many of them. It's crazy, man. Like, everything we see, God built, and none of this stuff would not have been built without God. But man think they built it all. Man serve they own gods, they own idols. They serve, they worship, they praise, they look up to, they pray to, and fall short each and every day. And the only way you'll know if you're serving the true God is if your life is changing. You know, you have to try God. You have to, everything God says, you have to try it. If God say He is His words and He's telling you what to do, You have to obey and do it, and then you will see that it is true what he's saying to you. You know what I'm saying? It all will come into manifestation. It all will come to pass. How can you call someone that's God fake if you haven't, you know what I'm saying, tried what they God say to do? You know? People quick to call somebody God fake, but don't even know how to obey their own God, their own fake pagan God, whatever God they got, false God, or they got a God made out of wood, a God made out of a piece of paper. What they got? What type of God they got? They God look like a bird. They God look like a man and a woman. What type of God they got? They got made out of metal. Come on now, man. They got is a statue. You know. Come on, man. What type of God, what type of God they got, man? Come on, stop playing. They believe in a piece of statue. When there's many scriptures in the Bible said how these people built these fake gods out of wood, out of gold, and these people still today worshiping gods out of gold, made out of gold and wood and plastic and paper, whatever, cotton, whatever they done built up, worshiping gods out of rocks and all type of stuff. Moon god, sun god, spoon god, whatever, fork god. Worshiping anything, boy. They want God to look like an alien. It's weird, man. It's crazy. Come on now. We play about our Father, man. We can't play about our Father. These people go hard for their fake guys. We go hard for our God. You know what I'm saying? No matter what the circumstances is, we fight for our God. We live for our God. That's what we here for. You know what I'm saying? It grieve God that these people worshiping these fake gods out here, playing around, playing around with life. They playing around with death. They playing themselves. If anybody think they playing God, they playing themselves. Playing themselves. You can't defeat my God. You can't outpower my God. You can't outthink my God. You can't trick my God. You can't do none of that. He had proved it countless times in the Bible, and he's still proving today. When we have all these natural disasters, he's proving today. When we have these earthquakes and hurricanes, thunderstorms, floods, hail, rain, all that, he proving today that he still is and always will be. He run the earth, not your fake God that you worship and pray to, not your statue. People out their mind, man. You got to be a lost soul to be worshiping the statue, to be going on your knees in front of a statue and praying to a piece of statue, a man-made built statue. you got you got to be out your mind. Come on, man. You got to be. You on a whole nother level. It ain't the right level. A whole nother level. Whole nother level, man. Worshiping rocks and stones and suns and moons and probably clouds. How you worshiping everything that my father created but him? If God say he made everything and created everything, he created man, and if a man created a statue out of dirt and mud or cement, you know what I'm saying? Or wood, carved it with wood, who made the person to make that? Who who created that person? God. So who's the creator of the statue that the person created? God. So that made that a false god that the person is worshiping. That they carved the wood, made it out of mud and cement, or however. Come on, who made the cement? Who made the dirt? Who made us out of dirt? It don't make sense, man. I don't understand. Make they god out of gold. Who made the gold? Who created the gold? Who is the finder of the gold? Who created the whole earth and everything you see on it? Who created the moon? Worshipping the moon. Who created the sun? Worshipping the sun. Who created, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. It only makes sense. The world was without, the earth was without, and God created everything on it for his purpose. So, how can these people worship what our God created? Don't make sense. And don't want to worship him. You know why they don't want to worship him? Because they want to stay bound to what they already used to. They want to live their way. You know what I'm saying? They want to move their way. They want to create their rules and laws. I think some of these people took that we are gods to a whole nother level. That's what I think. I think they took that we are gods to a whole nother level. Because while if we are gods, right? Which I'm not saying we not gods because we are gods, but if we are gods, wouldn't we have to develop our mindset, our skills, our understanding, our knowledge, our laws from the one and true God to therefore we can create what He wants us to create and build and do on the earth that He gave us, so we can inherit everything on the earth that He gave us? Like, come on now. Just because you say that ye are gods, don't mean that you go and create what you want to create. This is my life. I'm gonna go create what I want to create. Like, hey, you gotta be a fool. Come on, man. Not how that works. He wouldn't have had a will. He wouldn't have had a set of laws. He wouldn't have had no commandments. He wouldn't have had his Torah. He wouldn't have had his precepts. He wouldn't have had none of these things if he wanted us to just be here and do what we want. He wouldn't have made none of that. Why would he make any of that for you to not abide by what he made? Don't make sense. It doesn't make sense. People are lost. The Walking Dead on the earth. The Walking Dead is on the earth. And it's been here for thousands and thousands, billions of years. And only a few. If he said 144,000, that mean that's that. And think about how many people in the world. And he said only 144,000 gonna make it. That means through every generation, only a few people gonna make it out of that generation. And he want all. That's sad. He want all and only 144,000. Come on, bro. Because you got people worshiping these fake gods. Regardless of what they worship, my God is mightier than their God, and He will always show His power no matter what. He will always show His power no matter what the circumstances is on this earth or what they try to do on this earth. Long as this God children in the land, God will always help His children get through whatever situations that the wicked will try to put them through. You may not see it now, but you will see it. I see it all the time. So, don't let these people, man, try to bring y'all down. They wicked, you know. They don't love themselves. They think that they the only ones that can talk about God or live for God, or they think they living for God the correct way. You know, hey, let it be what it be, man. At the end of the day, as long as you know where you going, when God call on you, as long as you know what you're doing, when God call on you, and you living to God to the best of your ability, and you doing what others ain't doing, which is living righteously of God, don't worry about those type of people. They gonna always be around. Those type of people gonna always exist. Just like God children are gonna always exist. As it was in Noah days, it is today. You know, let them do what they want to do. Let them say what they want to say. But hey, they can't stop the light that God has given us. They can't stop the brightness that God has given us. They can't stop the love inside of us that God has given us. They can't stop the knowledge that God has given us. They can't remove the heart that God has given us, and they can't remove the soul that God has given us. They make it touch this flesh, cut the flesh, anything they want to do to the flesh, but they can't do to the heart, mind, body, or soul. They can't do to the they can't do to the souls or the spirit. That's all we need. Not worried about what man could do to me. I know where I'm going. Care less about what man think they could do to me. God truly would deal with them. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. As long as I know my Father can deal with them, I don't have to. His power is already in me. Let them keep worshiping their idols and looking up to their idols. Let them keep doing it. And soon they will see. And they will bow down. They will bow down. I won't fear what man can do to me.